Today in the battle arena, we got two ocean killers going at it. Two animals at the top of the food chain and the waters down below. The great white shark versus the killer whale. So who's coming out on top here? Who's going to win? Who's going to get the chance to eat the other one? Well, let's get into it. Before we really get into it, make sure you go hit that like button, subscribe button, hit the little bell icon, turn on notifications. Only about 30% of y'all that watch these videos are actually subscribed. So big hugs, big kisses, love y'all. The other 70%, what are you doing? Go, get on it, go subscribe. Now, into the video. And let's just do a little thought experiment here. When I tell you to think of the biggest, baddest predator in the ocean, the king of the seas, what do you think of? Now, I would also have to accept Aquaman as an answer because we love us some Jason Momoa.
Permission to come aboard.
But probably most of y'all thought of a great white shark. In most every area, wherever they find themselves, they are an apex predator. They can go up to 20 feet long, weigh 7,000 pounds. They can reach up to 25 miles per hour for extended periods of time. Just completely launch themselves out of the water. Just yeet themselves up into the air. On top of that, 3-inch long serrated teeth, jaws that can extend out, and a bite force of 4,000 psi. And all of that allows them to take down fish, birds, sea turtles, sea lions, other sharks, even whales on some occasions. And taking on all that prey, well, the great white shark has evolved into quite the formidable hunter. Actually, a fairly strategic ambush predator. Once they spot their prey with their electroreception, the ability to detect electrical currents in the water, they'll dive down under the animal, then swim up with a whole lot of speed. When they get there, the shark delivers a big, powerful bite and just sits there and waits for the animal to bleed out before eating it. If the first bite doesn't work, well, then the shark bites again, this time holding on to the animal with its lower teeth while its upper teeth continuously rip up the prey. So yeah, the great whites are definitely kings down in the ocean. Not a whole lot of stuff for them to be scared of. But I think the orca is definitely one animal that they need to be terrified of. I mean, they got their name killer whales because they are literally whale killers. Ancient sailors would see these giant whales in the ocean and then just watch in shock and awe as packs of orcas swam up and massacred them. Honestly, probably pissed their pants a little bit too. I know I would. They can grow up to 28 to 30 feet long, 12,000 pounds, so almost twice as much as a great white. They are insanely intelligent and they're insanely adaptable. To the point where you can find orcas in the North Pole, the South Pole, and around the equator at the same time. They've got the biggest range out of any animal on the planet. They're apex predators wherever they go, and they'll eat pretty much anything that they can get their fins on. Fish and sharks, seals and sea lions, squids and birds and sea turtles, and other whales and everything. And they are insanely intelligent hunters. They've learned that they can bait birds to come down into the water by leaving dead fish around as a trap. They'll stun fish with their tail, making an easy prey. They'll create waves or knock seals off of ice and back into the water. They'll even risk beaching themselves in shallow water in order to catch seals and other prey. Killer whales have even figured out a specific way to hunt sharks. They'll hit the shark with a fast and powerful blow, leaving the shark stunned. Then the whale will flip the shark over and hold it there. The shark can't move because of something called tonic immobility. Not only that, but the shark can't even breathe in this position. Basically, the whale suffocates the shark before eating it. And this leads us into the main point here. Killer whales and great whites do encounter each other in the wild, and the orca wins every single time. If the great white wants to survive here, it has to run away. It's gotta swim away. Like just a few examples here. In 2009, in order to keep track of shark movements, a team of marine biologists tracked 17 great whites for months while they hunted elephant seals. The sharks completely stopped hunting when orcas showed up in the waters, fleeing the area just a few hours later. They didn't show back up in that hunting area until months later, then would flee again anytime orcas appeared. There have been reports all over the world of great white shark carcasses washing up on shore, each with big puncture wounds near their fins and gills, and all missing their livers. A telltale sign that was a killer whale attack. There have been plenty of reported encounters between these two animals. It's even possible that the great white shark used to be an integral part of the orca's diet. To a killer whale, a great white shark is just like anything else out there in the ocean: prey, food, a nice, tasty meal swimming around. The great white isn't at the top of the food chain like you might think. The orca is bigger, tougher, smarter, and more strategic. And in a fight, a healthy orca is always going to win against a healthy great white. No debate needed. The killer whale wins. But what do y'all think? Sound off in the comments down below. Who do you think wins this fight, the great white shark or the killer whale? Who do you want to see fight next? Which animals do you want to see fight next? Sound off in the comments down below. Also, be sure that like button, subscribe button, turn notifications, join the Fanco army, and I will see y'all next time.